Let's turn our attention to the U.S. women's national team. Herc, 90-some days to the World Cup, still waiting on the health of Catarina Macario. You'll remember she tore her ACL last June. This is what she had to say about her health to CBS Sports. Quote, "So far, so good. At some point, I think it's just going to be the fact that Vlatko is going to have to trust me and knowing that if I say I'm ready, I'm ready." All right, Herc. In the production meeting, we didn't know what to label this. You said it was definitely a get lost. Why?
It's a get lost. You don't say you're ready with the national team. You show that you're ready with the national team. Especially if you're not one of the players on the national team. And what I mean by that is she's not an Alex Morgan. She doesn't have the curriculum or the water under the bridge like a Megan Rapinoe. When you're a young player trying to make a name for yourself on the world stage in a World Cup and you're coming from a legit injury, an ACL tear like she is, you don't say it, you show it. And you can't just ask a coach to trust you. Take my word for it. They need to see you because somebody else, you being there means somebody else will not be there. Somebody else who may be healthy. Somebody else who may be able to give them something because they are ready.
The messaging on this from Vlatko Andonovski has been very clear, both overall and specifically about Macario. A couple weeks ago, he said she needs competitive minutes just to really be considered for a spot on this team. And then externally, what we've been told time and time again is that your club form, Herc, is what is going to dictate your ticket into the U.S. women's national team. There's the obvious exception of Julie Ertz, but to your point, she has a curriculum that Catarina Macario does not. The one ticket back here and what seems to be brewing under the surface of all of this is a potential move. Of course, she's with Lyon right now. Their season's wrapping up pretty soon. As we mentioned with Ertz, there's still a lot of games in the NWSL before they take their break for the World Cup. So potentially an NWSL loan could be the way back into the national team for her. Because to me, this is pretty clear that this is a message back to Vlatko based off what he has been saying in the public space. He's saying, you've got to prove it to me. She's saying, I don't know if I have time.
She may not have time, but she's got something up her sleeve. It's Mallory Swanson and that injury, so that buys her a bit of time because Vlatko's grasping at straws trying to find the replacement for that. And if he can't, he's already made it known. Somebody else's 70, 80, maybe 90% could be better than your 100, and that's going to be good enough.
Yep. If the need is there, you'll definitely take a look at the player.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.